gonna BJJ B4. Sleep choke. Here, I'm gonna be mounted on Mr. Castilla. I'm gonna give you a couple different angles at this. Okay? First thing, when I'm working a sleep choke on the guy, I'm gonna have to insert one of my arms underneath his neck. Anytime I do that, I'm very vulnerable to roll to the side that I slide my hand underneath. So I want to make sure I do, since I'm sliding my hand over here, you're going to feel my hip kind of shift to this side a little bit so I'm not vulnerable to get rolled over here. Okay? My elbow here is going to make sure I take care of his elbow over here and make sure I can try to protect him from protecting his neck. My 4 fingers are going to go in my sleeve here. Very important here, do not go this way, but I want to come back the opposite way and keep my hand next to my chest. Once my hand's next to my chest, I'll slide it across and I'll grab right where my bicep is. I'll hold my gi and I will turn my wrist into his neck slowly so it gets nice and tight around his neck. One more time, hand comes underneath. I shift my hip, okay? Grab my sleeve with my 4 fingers. Try to neutralize his hand as much as possible as I can. Bring my hand around and put my hand on my chest here. Okay, not on his neck, but put it on my chest and push it across my chest. Then grab, and I'm going to turn into the sleep choke. I'm going to show you another angle of that. Again, hand comes underneath, hip's going to shift. 4 fingers in the sleeve, thumb on the outside, pull it back towards you, put the hand flat, push it across my chest, grab, and turn my wrist into the choke. Again, hand's going to be underneath, push, 4 fingers in the sleeve, bring the hand back, put it on your chest, on your heart, shove it across, and twist into it for the choke. Okay? Next, let's call it a paper cutter. Paper cutter choke. Again, I'm going to get the best angle I can for you here. This is going to be from side control. Okay? Most important part of this, again, I have a good cross face on him with this hand. This right hand, you do not, there's 2 different versions. I don't want his hand over here. Where I want his hand is I want his hand here trapped. And I want my right hand underneath his arm here. And I just like to grab his collar, his shoulder, whatever I can get a hold of, I want to hold it nice and tight. I have the cross face here. I'm going to put the thumb in the collar. I'm going to open the elbow and bring it around. Or I'm going to remove the cross face. I'll put the hand on his chest, push it across. Thumb goes deep as possible in there. And I want to make sure I turn my elbow into my ribs. And I want to try to put my elbow to the ground, which tightens the choke up. Okay? From another angle. Again, I want to try to have his hand over here. It'll still work over here, but I really like trying to keep the hand fed underneath here, so I wizard the arm. Hand's going to be on the shoulder over here or in the collar. Here, thumb's underneath the neck. Either I'll twist it around the neck and bring it in, or my favorite is releasing the hand underneath from the crossface, put it on his chest, push it through, thumb to the ground, turn my wrist towards his neck, and I'm going to start backing up on him nice and tight. That's BJJ B4.